The Gina and Maddie Podcast. Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
What's going on, guys? It's Post Malone.
Selena Gomez.
Hey, guys, I'm Justin Bieber.
This is Harry Styles.
Hi, this is Pink. Gina and Maddie's Star Watch.
Now, Gina, you are live this morning from your hotel room in Tamworth because you've been there at the Country Music Festival, so you missed I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here last night.
I did. I was live on stage just across from where we're staying right now, and I missed. I'm not a big fan of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'm not sorry I missed it, to be honest. Can you fill me in and tell me? Because last night they revealed who's on, right?
It was the first episode last night, so we found out who went in, or as I like to call it...
Tell us who it is.
I like to call it I'm a who? Get me out of here. Because I feel like that's what happens, right? Most of the people going into the jungle, you're sitting there and watching going, who are they? Who are they? What do they do? Oh, I know that person. Oh, I kind of vaguely have heard of that person. And that person's not dead yet.
Hush.
Well, sometimes they drop off the face of the earth and you haven't heard of them for years. And you're like, oh, they're still kicking around.
You're still around, still kicking.
So last night, I'm going to say the biggest name that they got in there was Dave Hughesy Hughes this year.
Well, how's he going to go? Because isn't he a vegan as well? Like, how's he going to survive when they have to eat?
I don't think he's
that?
quite vegan. I think he eats fish still.
He is. Oh, does he?
He's
pescatarian.
Yeah, one of those.
I think he will really struggle with some of those when they make them eat animals and insects and things like that.
It's all for charity. Maybe he'll do it anyway. There's a comedian in there, Geraldine Hickey.
She's good.
Maddie J from The Bachelor. Some TikTok. Literally, it said professional TikToker last night. Some guy called Max, and that's one I was
He's in trouble, isn't he? TikTok's going. He's Nikki Buckley. I love Nikki Buckley. She used to be on Sale of the Century, and I actually got to fill in on that show. Like,
no
years ago
way.
when she had a baby, like 100 years ago. But yeah, that was a great show. She's gorgeous.
Reggie Bird is on there,
yeah.
One Big Brother twice. So there's a lot of people saying she could be a favourite to be Queen of the Jungle this year.
Well, the big question is they were making out like the rapper hip hopper Dirty Girl was going to be on. What's her name again?
Ray Gunn. She is not in there, but
Ray Gunn.
They were making out there was an Olympian going in. That Olympian was Shayna Jack. The swimmer who was done for, like, they banned her for years for, like, doping in the swimming world, and then she had to fight to clear her name for years, and then eventually they're like, oh, yeah, you know what, you probably didn't do it. So hard. But yeah, she went to the Olympics this year and, like, won gold, so you know what, she finally got to show them, didn't she? Yeah, Sam Thaiday, the rugby league player's in there, there's an AFL player, there always is, and then a bunch of, like, Love Island and Maths people that, again, you're like, hey. But it was, last night, first challenge was they had to jump off like a cliff over like a waterfall, over a dam to grab a star. Yeah. I would have loved that. That was right up my alley. Yeah. That one would have been up my alley, which they had Reggie do. And, she's legally blind, so she's having to jump off this ledge and grab a star. And then the other contestants, half of them did that. The rest of the half had to crawl through a tunnel where, like, they were sprayed with cockroaches, putting their hands into spiders and snake pits, and they had to walk on stinging nettles. I was like, nah, I'm out. Shayna Jack is petrified of crocodiles, and they dropped her into a tank of water, and guess what they dropped in that tank with her? Crocodiles. And then they turned the lights out.
Oh, my God. Oh, come on. There's no way on earth I could go on that show. There's no way. It's just, the food.
I shouldn't be emailing Channel 10 about it for you.
No way. I don't know why they agree. But anyway, it's something I probably won't be watching, I don't think.
I'll keep you across. It's all good.
Something I would like to watch, thank you. Something I would like to watch is Fire Ad, the Celebrity Fire Ad. It's a concert going to be held on January 30 in 2025. This year at Inglewood, California. 2 venues, the Intuit Dome and the Kia Forum. This concert is raising funds for relief efforts for those affected by the LA area wildfires. So wait for this, Adam. The people who are going to be on this concert: Sting, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Joni Mitchell, Katy Perry, Lil Baby, Pink, Rod Stewart, Gwen Stefani, Green Day, Stevie Nicks, and heaps more. You're going to be able to watch it on Apple Music or Netflix, Prime Video, Spotify. It's going to be everywhere for all of us to watch. But what an incredible lineup. That is going to be a concert you're going to want to watch.
Massive, absolutely massive.
Gina and Maddie.
Gina, I don't know whether you saw this over the weekend, but There has been a death in America. Something has disappeared from the US and it was beloved. In fact, it made a lot of people a lot of money. I'm talking about TikTok. It has been banned by the US government. How else are you going to doom scroll now at 10 p.m. at night when you go, I'm going to bed now, and then it's midnight and you're still up scrolling?
So what's the reason? Why have they banned it?
Well, so the American government says that it's I guess essentially saying that it's like a spyware on your phone. Because it's owned, it has to do with China and, America and China and everyone hating each other and saying that the Chinese government could access what you're doing and spy on you and find out everything you're up to and all like that. So in America, it has been banned. It's been now removed off the Apple Store. You can't download it from the Google Play Store.
Get out.
So basically what has to happen is for it not to be shut down is TikTok needs to sell it to an American owner. That's pretty much where they're at now.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
much? Like, wouldn't that be a lot?
It'd have to be a lot. I don't know exactly what the going price is of TikTok these days, but it's not cheap. Trump sort of said he'll give them a 90-day reprieve, so it could be back sooner than we think. But now that it sort of has gone, I just thought, Gina, we could look back for the Americans at some of the great moments we had that are gone. Like, a little eulogy for them. The weird food recipes that they won't be able to get anymore. They won't be able to have Dorito tacos, which, if you don't know what that is, it's putting boiling beef, eggs and cheese into a bag of Doritos.
What?
Doesn't that sound delicious?
Didn't even need to know about that.
Well, what about this? Maybe you could make this when you get home from Tamworth today, Gina. The potato crisp mash. It is blended peas, pineapple, cheese and nuts on bread, like a sandwich, that is coated with mayo.
Oh, yuck.
And then it's fried.
How bad does that sound? That sounds disgusting.
Well, poor Americans can't make that anymore. What about the weird hacks? They won't be able to, cut their time takes to do things in life in half with the hacks that they have on TikTok.
I love a TikTok hack.
Like cooking steak on an iron. I've actually tried that one.
Oh, get out. You did not.
It sort of works if you want a very rare steak. Yeah.
Oh, and to never use that iron again.
Never use the iron again. Bought a fresh iron. I'm not an idiot. Or cooking bacon on a hair straightener. That didn't really work. But, you can try it.
Did you try that as well?
I did try that as well. What about this? CJ said you can definitely do this, applying fake freckles with broccoli. Because there's a big trend of having your fake freckles.
So what? You dip like a stamp. You dip the broccoli in some ink, and then you gently stipple your face, and you get freckles.
Exactly it. How will Americans ever know to do this now? Or this one. Remember? I don't know if you remember this, Gina, but a woman thought she would show us a beauty hack about keeping your hair, really straight for the day, not having to worry about doing it, if it rains so it's not going to go frizzy. Using Gorilla Glue on your hair. And she tried that, by the way. We got to see that in all its glory.
Oh, my God. Seriously.
Yep, seriously. Maybe it's a good thing the Americans don't have TikTok anymore. Or the dances. Right. You remember the start of COVID?
I love a TikTok dance.
This, I feel, is the one that really kicked us all off in COVID. Blinding Lights, the weekend dance. What would we do without... God, I've got 2 left feet. I can't do that. What would we do without the WAP dance?
Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
I definitely didn't do that. And by the way, we have heavily censored this version. I can't. There's no way I can even describe half those lyrics. Or this, my favourite thing ever on TikTok, Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snacking. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
Oh, they're going to miss that.
Rest in peace, TikTok. till it's back when Donald Trump becomes president. By the way, producer CJ just said to me, to sell it, it's worth $40 billion.
I bet.
You got a spare
Donald
billion?
will buy it. Donald Trump will buy it.
I was going to say, Jenny, you got a
Then
spare...
he can spy on his own people.
You got a spare billion around? You want to buy it?
No.
The Gina and Maddie podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.